Lesson 4, Unit 5, Monitoring the Budget. Monitoring the budget is needed to identify the variances between plan and actual cost of activities. The two questions that you're going to ask in this step are how much money was spent and how much more money is available. It is important to know if you have the funds needed to complete all the project activities on time. To answer those questions, you can use earned value analysis to identify if there are any variances in the project budget from what was planned. Here's a definition of earned value analysis. It is a method of measuring a project's progress at any given point in time, forecasting its completion date and final cost, and analyzing variances in the schedule and budget as the project proceeds. Let's look at an example of the project budget accounts to have a better understanding on how to use earned value. When you develop the budget plan, you identify for each activity a cost and a schedule that shows you when you're planning to use the budget. In the example, each column shows you the value for 2 months on a 12-month long project. The total budget is $1 million. Let's make an analysis at the end of month 6. What you want to know is how much money you have left. The actual column shows you all the expenditures per activity made until this date. These are all the expenses and purchases tracked by the project accounting system, and they will show you how much money you have left by deducting from the total. The result is in the column that shows you the balances for each activity. Here it is easy to know what is the available balance. This project spent $600,000 and has a total balance of $400,000. From here, the information seems to show that the status of the project budget is okay, and you don't need to worry. You still have plenty of money available, but let's look at earned value and you will see a different story. In earned value, you add a column to the budget plan that shows the actual percentages of completion for each one of the activities. This is the progress reported by the team on each activity. Earned value is obtained by multiplying the total budget by the completion percentage. It is the value of what the project has delivered. When you calculate the value, you see that the total earned value at month 6 is $400,000. And when you compare it to what was planned value for the same period, $500,000, you can see a difference of about $100,000. The project delivered less value than planned and has an EV balance to deliver of $600,000, which is more than the balance of funds. Here's a graph that helps visualize this analysis and the variance between the planned value in blue and the actual cost in red. Halfway through the project, the blue line shows you how much was the planned value, $500,000, and the red line tells you the actual expenses in the project, $600,000. There is a difference of $100,000. The project is spending more than what was planned. On the same chart, when earned value is plotted here on the green line, you can see the value of what the project has delivered, $400,000. There is another variance. In this case, earned value is less than planned value by $100,000. Here's the chart with all the values from the project. The total budget is $1 million. The planned value at month 6 is $500,000. The actual cost at $600,000. Progress to date, which is 40%, represents an earned value of $400,000. The first analysis is called cost variance. Cost variance tells if the project is over or under budget. The formula is earned value minus actual cost. Using the numbers from our example, the cost variance is equal to $400,000 minus $600,000 equals a negative $200,000. This result means that the project is delivering less value than planned. If the project continues with this trend, it will run out of money before it's completed and delivers the planned value. In other words, it will need more money to complete. The other analysis is the Cost Performance Index, CPI. It shows the efficiency of the project in delivering value. The formula is earned value divided by actual cost. When applied to the example, it gets a CPI of 0.67. What does it mean? Since the cost performance index is less than 1, it means that the project is earning 0.67 for every dollar it is spending. It means that it's costing more to produce the work than what was planned. CPI is an important value. You can graph its value over time. And if you can start making progress in each one of your reporting periods, you can use it to track how CPA is behaving and changing in the project. You can see the moments when the CPI is below zero. These are the situations that demand immediate attention. You need to investigate why the project is costing more than planned. To understand the impact of the variances in the project, you can use some forecasting analysis. Based on the rate of how the project is spending money, what will happen if the project continues on the same rate and the project manager doesn't take any action to change the project? To forecast the future value of the budget, you can use a formula called estimate of completion. The estimate of completion gives you the forecasted value of the project when it's complete. It tells you how much you will have to spend to complete the project as planned. The formula is budget at completion divided by CPI. When you use these values from the example, you will get this result. The project will cost more than $1 million. What it means is that if the project continues with the CPA until the end, you will need to spend more money than originally planned in order to complete and deliver all the activities that were planned in the project. You will need an extra $492,537. When you chart information, this is what you will see. If the CPA has a value 0.67, you can see the value of actual cost to remain constant until the end of the project and will hit a value above the planned cost of the project. This analysis lets you see the variances between what was planned and the actual values. They can help you make decisions early in the project to take remedial actions and avoid unpleasant surprises at the end. There is no value of using this analysis when you're close to the end of the project, since it will be very difficult to fix it. You need to use it early in the project on a regular basis. The analysis can help you make changes in the project when you have the time and before those problems become unmanageable. Here are some of the causes for the variances between planned value and actual value. All project costs are based on estimates. The variance can occur when the estimates are done in a hurry and don't reflect the real cost in the market. Another reason is changes in the market prices, especially in unstable economies and when there's a significant delay in implementing the project. Another reason could be caused by the progress is not properly reported. Earned value is calculated by the value the team reports on the progress they are making. If the team is not reporting this information accurately, then that can have an impact on the analysis. Another reason is when expenses are not allocated properly, especially in invoices and purchases orders that take too much time to be reported. In this situation, the project manager could believe there is still money available in the budget and authorizes more expenses. Another factor is when the inventory of materials purchased by the project is not taken into account when calculating earned value. Earned value is calculated for all the activities that are completed and doesn't consider the money that was spent in goods that are stored in a warehouse. Monitoring the budget requires some careful analysis to understand how the project is using its funds, and the analysis, when done early and on a regular basis, will help you identify the causes for the variances and make the necessary changes to avoid problems.